Hello, hello, hello. Alright. I already have it loaded up, so we're just gonna click that. And then close this. And turn on game sounds. There we go. How are people doing today? We're gonna try the challenge and see how it goes. I'm a little worried about being single player today, but that should mean now I have access to 4 smudge sticks instead of 1, so hopefully that makes it easier. I also want to try to get these done today, and preferably as many of these as I can. So we'll see. I mean, these I have 5 days, but alright. Single player. Challenge mode. Edgefield. Let's just go right into it. I really want some ghost that has a, like, different speed, because those are going to be significantly easier. I don't really want to try to go through all the tests for normal speed ghosts, even though I'll probably have to. But it's fine. Alright, we can go ahead and probably start with the visual test. Smudge stick. Actually, what if I don't grab my... I'm gonna grab this. Just hope it's not in that front room. This is very dark without a flashlight. Okay, we're gonna put this down until I can... Just gonna go turn on lights, and then I'll come back and grab a camera. Alright. Should be fine from there. Let's grab a camera, because I want ghost picture. Oh. Alright. And now we wait. Sounds normal speed. That sucks. Come here! Shoot! It's already over? That was a very short hunt. Okay, so did not really see the ghost from that. It sounded almost a little slow. Yeah, it did sound kind of slow, actually. I almost kind of want to just go twins, because it sounded... I don't know, did it sound kind of slow? Maybe we'll do one more test and see. We'll do one more test. Get a visual on it. I dropped my lighter somewhere. Oh well, we'll just grab one of these and a smudge stick. I'm gonna go upstairs to hide this time, because I did not know. I was trying to go... You did... No ghost photo. That's fine. Because I was trying to go and... What was I trying to do? I was trying to go to the garage, and I don't know where the garage is, so... No, open that. Oh, I could have had a smudge timer running. Dang it. You couldn't have waited? Are you a freaking yokai or something? Jeez. Your runs are very short. Yeah, you seem a little slow. You seem just a little slow to me. And your hunts are very short. I kind of want to just go twins and see what happens. See if I did that right or not. It's a child. I know, it's a child. Because the fact that I was able to loop that ghost kind of makes me think it's a bit of like the twins or a Hantu. Oh, it could have been a Hantu. No, I think it was a little too fast for a Hantu. Oh, Zanoni. Okay, it was normal speed. Actually, I think that makes sense. Darn. Okay, we're just gonna try again. Let's try this again. Ready up, start. So that's what normal speed sounds like. Good to know. I think the thing is just yesterday, we didn't really have any normal speed ghosts. They all did stuff. Okay, Oni makes sense. Smudge sticks.
There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby. This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here.
I should like know where that garage is. That would probably be helpful. Alright. Just don't be in this room. Come on. Hunt, please. Are you a thief? Oh, there we go. I'm dead. Wait, you seemed a little fast that time, kind of. Did you speed up when you saw me? Did you speed up when you saw me? You could literally be like anything. It was not a Hantu. That was a completely wrong guess. I went the wrong way. Oh, my death counter is wrong. Hold on, we can change it. It was the twin. That one was the twins. Okay. See, that one would make... Oh boy, I'm so great at this game. I'm really great at this game. I got no money from that. It's fine. This is fine. I just need to get good at ghost speeds. You would think that'd be like the easy thing. Alright, let's try this again. Actually, hold on. Before I open the door, I'm gonna open a stopwatch to kind of get a smudge timer just in case. Alright, into the arms of the angels. Yeah, let's hope I don't do that again. Do a thing. Start a hunt. Be a ghost. You're throwing things. You're sure throwing things over there. Oh, you're fast, too. Are you a phantom? You're a phantom, aren't you? I'm dead. So either I could not see the ghost, or you're a phantom, because I just, like, could not see you. I'm gonna go phantom. We're just gonna go phantom and see if I'm right, because I feel like I was phantom. Watch it be a mimic. I'm gonna cry. Oh, okay. I was just seeing things, I guess. Oh boy, this is so difficult when I'm too scared to, like, do other tests. When I'm trying to go to, like, just off of, like, one hunt. It's fine.
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Alright.
New intel.
Let's try this again. I really want to get at least just one ghost right. I'm an idiot? Okay. I actually can't play this game? Jeeves, there you are. Hi. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm dead. Maybe Raiju? I don't know where the closet was. It was right here. You're just upping the difficulty because it's too easily normally. Yeah. I didn't have my flashlight on. It was an obake. Okay.
Prepared some jobs for you.
It was just startling me because it was like singing. It was so near me. It like spawned in that room. Oh, hold on. We gotta change the death counter. 2. Do I have a ghost I've died to the most yet? Nope. Still nothing. I'm up to 20 deaths. And I still don't have a ghost I've died to the most yet. At this point, I'm just going until I get odd speed ghosts and then just guessing from that. Oh, it's foggy. You're right here, aren't you? Bro! You're in here! Okay, so we got an airball, so it's not an Oni. We know that much. Oh, I don't know where else to loop! I guess I could just... I mean, I guess with the grace period... You're sure liking those lights. You are sure liking those lights. Bro, where else am I supposed to loop if you're in there? I guess I could still try looping and just make sure I'm not, like... Just tell them they don't have consent and they can't hurt you. Boom. I guess I could still try to loop in there. Like, the grace period's long enough. It just means I can't test the speed before it hunts. I went the wrong way. Okay, I'm guessing that's a Raiju, but we're gonna wait until it hunts again just to see. Just to see if it's a demon. I don't think it's a demon, but just to check. I've never tried a smudge timer before as well, so. It's gonna be off a few seconds, but that's fine. There's like 30 seconds in between. Okay, so if it's a demon, it could start hunting. Okay, it looks like it's a not a demon. We'll check to see if it's a spirit just in case, which is another minute and a half of hiding here. My bet right now is Raiju, I think, because it seemed to speed up pretty fast. Do you want to hunt, please? We are almost at 2 minutes and you have not hunted yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, not a spirit. Just gotta wait this one out. Okay, I'm gonna go with Raiju. Probably either Raiju or Jin. Did I have my flashlight on? I can't remember if I had my flashlight on or not. No, I think I was still too close for a Jin. So let's go Raiju and just guess. It's probably wrong. But I've gotten a lot of Raijus this challenge. So please, you are taking quite a while to load. It was a Jin.
I prepared some jobs for you.
I'm so done with this game. I'm so done with this game. That's like our 5th one, and I haven't gotten a single ghost yet. One of three. One of three. I don't think this will go very well unless I guess this is very difficult if I don't have friends to like be here to like do other stuff with me. I kind of want to change games. How do we feel about changing the game? I think I'm gonna change the game. Let's see. What should we play? Should we play intermission?
Welcome back.
Okay, so let me get music back up just so we're not sitting in silence. You could play more Minecraft, which I haven't played in a while. There is an SMP I joined that I haven't downloaded the mod pack for, so I also don't think that's gonna work. Looking at games, because I kind of want to play something else. What about Outer Wilds? I have not looked at Outer Wilds since the last time I streamed Outer Wilds, so it's been like a couple months. Maybe we'll switch to Outer Wilds. Whoop, whoop. Let's see what I remember from Space Game. Okay. Let me just... Oh, I guess this is still on. Just a sec. Just a sec. Change game capture to Outer Wilds. Change game audio to Outer Wilds. Alright. We're gonna pause this. Woo! Look at that! Outer Wilds, and we can hide that. Let me just update. Let me just update social media real quick. Switch into Outer Wilds. How's it going? How's everyone doing? I was really hoping to get at least one ghost that round, but I think it was getting too much for me. A little sad that as I watched so many videos of Zero Sanity, Zero Evidence, but it's difficult for me. I guess it's a lot more difficult than it makes it seem. A lot more difficult than it looks. Switching to Outer Wilds. Alright. Oh, game audio is still muted. Here you go. Hear this. Hear the music. Hear the very nice music that this game has to offer. Alright, resume expedition. I don't remember what we're supposed to do. I think I can just go talk to that guy. We'll just go talk to that guy. And see, because he'll update us on what we still need to do. I just remember this game takes forever to like, it's very difficult to land and then get back to your ship. Hi. Okay. I feel like my brightness is a little low. Gameplay. Graphics. Brightness? Anywhere? Borderless window or full screen? I don't know what that means. Okay. I guess this is the brightness we get. Does my computer have full brightness? Oh, it didn't. Okay, so I upped my computer brightness, so hopefully that helps. Boy, what is this mouse sensitivity? Let's turn down. That's better. Okay. Up we go. Lift off. Lift off. I totally know how to work this still. Where's that planet I'm looking for? It's not the sun. Oh. There it is. I forgot how much this game stresses me out. Hi, ship. I don't want to hit you. Okay, we're fine. In we go. Trying to find the guy. I guess I should have looked for her. Nope. There he is. Cool. Unbuckle. Hello. Built a hammock here before we ended up in this. That's what? Oh, that's so annoying. Imagine having to set up the hammock like every 20 minutes. Where should I explore? Did you... Oh, Statue Island? Was on the beach on Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened, by the way. It's a nice beach for that kind of thing. Okay. Where is... Let's go in the cave for safety. Where is Statue Island? Look at this. This is the easiest it has ever been to get back into our ship. Wants me to repair my ship. It's fine. So I remember being at Statue Island. And there was like something we had to go... It was this one, right? Ooh, slow down. Ooh, slow down. Cool. That was also like the best landing we have had. Trying to tell if a tornado's coming or not, because there are a lot of them. Is this blinking because my ship is breaking? That's fun. This is the right spot, right? It's not like over there. It may actually be over there is where I need to go. Let's see. Oh boy, I am turned around. Okay. Can you get off of the water, please? Thank you. Alright. I remember there's an audio cue for when a tornado comes by. I just don't remember what the audio cue is. I know it like got louder, but I don't remember how much louder it is. So I kind of want to wait until we get to a tornado. I think this blue thing kind of acts as like one of those tornado buttons, right? It should act like a tornado button for my ship. So we should hopefully stay in the same area. Have I been down there? I don't think I've been down here. Like right there. As you climb the stairs to get to the top, go across the bridge, then there's like a thingy. And then I know there's like stairs to like get down. I don't remember why we need to be at statue. Oh, this is what I was looking for. No, it's not. I want to know what a tornado sounds like. I want to remember what a tornado sounds like and see what happens if I leave my ship here. Because it's so annoying if my ship gets stuck in a tree and I can't get back to it. Oh, okay. That sounds like one coming. Yes, here we go. Let's see what happens. So I notice we're not flying off the planet. So that's kind of nice. Let's see what happens when we land. Another one's coming. Bro, why are there so many of you? Still on the island, still not moving. So that's good. Oh, I am bouncing a bit. But I think we're in a good enough spot if I leave my ship. It should still be here when I get back. Any other tornadoes? You sure look like you're coming here. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I actually don't want to do this game. I forget how like stressful it is. And how confused I am by it. So let's switch the game one more time. Let's do like Minecraft or something. Let me just quit. I'm not entirely sure what to play. Any requests? I was so like being like, yeah, I'm ready to play video games, and now I'm not feeling like it. So, oops. Let's see if we can make a PowerWash Simulator more fun. Ghosts were scary. Now let's clean things. I don't remember what I was last doing. So fun fact, my brother really likes PowerWash Simulator. And so like the day after I bought it, I was like, hey, you want to play this with me? And he's like, yes. So we played, and then we were playing for like 3 hours, and then I was like, I'm pretty sick of this game. Like, I may get off soon. He's like, okay. But then he ended up getting off before me. So he He ended up getting off before me, and I played another 2 hours. So I played like 5 hours of PowerWash Simulator, which is odd because I don't particularly like the game. But I feel like just like sitting and chatting for a bit. So we're gonna change my mind. Now we're playing PowerWash Sim. Just gotta update everything again. Please. Cool. And Instagram. I should look up like walkthroughs or something for Outer Wilds, because I think it can be a really cool game if you know what to do. So now we're switching this again. We can keep the music going for this, which for some reason it says you guys can't hear you. Here. Alright, hopefully that's a bit better. We're going to turn on game audio, but we're going to keep the game audio kind of low. Oh, gameplay. There we go. Just a sec, Instagram. Ghosts were scary. Now I'm playing PowerWash. Less ghosts were scary and more like I'm sick of being scared by them, so we're gonna switch. If I can type. I know Stream Elements has a thing where it will like automatically tweet. Is CG5 not DMCA? I don't know. I haven't gotten it seems to be working fine for me. I think I did like copyright check his music, and for the most part it was fine. And I don't know, like I have my music not showing up on VODs and videos. Like I'm sure YouTube mutes it, but Twitch seems to mute MX Simtoon. It doesn't seem to quite mute CG5. So, yeah. I don't know. Alright. Let's clean the bungalow or clean the detached house. Detached house? Yeah, I'm reading that right. What? What does detached house mean? Is it like the type of house, or is it like this house is falling apart, but can you come clean it anyways? I can't tell. Sir, you are graffitiing. Graffiti is wrong. Where's my... Oh, I guess yellow is the second to most. Actually, it's your house. I guess you are free to graffiti it. I need that ladder. Actually, just this may be fine. Can you place this right here, please? I need to get the trim. That's not good enough. Okay, you are useless. You can... Why are you here? I feel like... Okay. No, I'm pressing the wrong button. Place this here. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. How much money do I have? I kind of want to get a new... I guess I was gonna say I kind of want to get a new, new sprayer thingy, but I think this one is actually new. This one is one that I bought, like, not too long ago. What was that? What have I talked to? Actually, I was gonna say I've had topics to talk about. I do. I can talk about how, cause my school had spring break. I could talk about my vacation, cause that was fun. Is this trim? Okay, the trim I guess counts for all of it. We went to my family and I drove to Santa Fe so when I missed stream last Tuesday, Wednesday, Santa Fe. That's where I was, and Albuquerque. It was pretty neat. We drove there Sunday. Wild. But Monday we went to the Meow Wolf down there, and the Meow Wolf down there is really cool. A lot of people say it's like their favorite Meow Wolf, so that's cool. I've never been to any other Meow Wolf. This was the first Meow Wolf I've been to. But they had they built an entire house into in the building. Like there's like an entire house, and that was only part of it. What is this trim not done? How much? What counts as trim? How do I squat? Ah, there we go. But that was really cool. There's apparently a story with it, which I've had people tell me that all Meow Wolves have like a story that go along with them. So that's pretty neat. This one was about some kid. I don't know if he died or if like a relative died. It was about some kid. We tried, my mom and sister tried figuring out the story for like 10 minutes, and then the rest of us were all getting impatient, and then my mom and sister looked up, and apparently those stories can take like multiple days of coming to Meow Wolf to figure out. So we convinced them to give up and just walk around and check everything out. But it was cool. I liked the washing machine. Actually ask employees about their lore. There's a way you can that's true. Like, I don't know if the employees are allowed to tell you what happened in the stories, but like the one in New Mexico, it's like a puzzle to figure out. Like the first thing you do is outside the house there's a mailbox. So you open the mailbox and there's a wedding invitation, there was like a postcard from somewhere. And then there was like a letter saying something about, I think it was like a March 17th or something. And from the letter said something about like in the news clippings on the kitchen table, yada da da da. And we're like, oh, okay. So now we gotta go check the news clippings on the kitchen table. And I think the story actually was mostly just for the house. There were like two parts to Meow Wolf. There was the house, and there was like this foresty area, and it was just the house that I could find like stuff related to the lore. So I think it was like a house only thing. Like the lore was like just in the house. I was gonna say something. So we gave up on, or we convinced our mom and sister to give up trying to figure out the story because the rest of us were getting impatient, and we're like, here's all this cool stuff, why don't we go do the cool stuff? But I was gonna say something. But they did have like all these like QR codes like laying around the house that were connected to the stories. So although we didn't figure out the stories, we did try to find all the QR codes, and I think we missed like 3. I think there were 3, and I think we did go back to try to see if they were still there. I don't remember if we actually got them or not, if they were actually still there or not. Or they would be still there, but I don't know if I know my sister went back into the house when we were about to leave to see if she could find the remainder 3. I don't know if she actually ended up finding them or not. But yeah, seemed like a pretty extensive and kind of difficult story. Like, okay, not kind of, very difficult story. Because everything was just confusing. We're like, how on earth does any of this relate? But like, it wasn't super obvious. Like, it seemed like if I was going there for the purpose of figuring out the story, I think it would be a lot of fun. Because, like, then you had to check, there were, like, 4 different newspapers, and you had to, like, find what in the newspaper was actually relevant to the story. But then there was, like, a thing upstairs. There were, like, puzzles laying around the house, and that was kind of cool. Like, there was this one, or I guess this was still connected to the story, but there was upstairs in one of the bedrooms, there was, like, this piece of paper, but it was written in, like, Norse or something like that. And it led to a website, so my sister, like, translated there was, like, a key, and my sister translated the the thing to get to the website, and the website like said more about the website had like a little video and like said more about the story to like kind of lead you to more clues. That was cool. There's also something with like lasers, like there were like lasers and like strings. I don't know the best way to describe it, but there were like these things, and I think you were supposed to like touch the lasers in a certain order, and we spent forever trying to figure out what to do for that. And there's also like a computer screen with a line with like all these like dials below it, and I think you're supposed to turn the dials in a certain way to make the screen do something, because my brother was messing around with it, and then the screen, like the line on the screen, it started showing like sound waves or something for a minute, and I think actually that was connected to like the little laser thing by it. But it was cool. There were some really cool rooms outside. So like the house had all the story, but then the forest had all like the cool artsy rooms. And I think some of my favorites, there was one that we didn't stay in very long because a whole bunch of other people started coming in. Like when we went in, we were like one of like maybe 2 groups in there, but then all these other groups started coming in, and so we gave up because it wasn't a thing. What happened was it was this other room with also a bunch of lasers. The lasers like went to the ceiling, but they were in kind of like the shape of like a harp, I mean. Where like they were lined up, but then they would like slant upwards like a harp. So you like literally just put your hand in the laser to play a note. And it was really cool. And it was super cool, except they had like they had those laser like in 4 ways. Like there's like 2 like this, and then there's another 2 like this, so they like cross each other. So there were 4 spots. Except only one would like give off a response at a time. So unless you're like in there alone or with a very few amount of people, it doesn't work. So all these people started coming in and like complaining it was broken. And the rest of us were like, no, you just gotta not have everyone try playing it at once. I don't know if it was supposed to function all at the same time, if they had all 4, but I don't know. That one was neat. There's also this other room. I don't know if you guys have seen this, like these videos on TikTok where people will draw something in red and then draw something else over it in blue and then shine like a red and blue light, and they're like different pictures, so you can like switch between the 2 pictures. There was a room like that, like an entire room. It was kind of cool. Why can I not move? Why can I not move? Why am I stuck? What did you do? Why am I stuck? Okay, there we go. But it was cool. Like there was this, I don't entirely remember what was like on the face, but there was a face that you could see very clearly when it was blue, but then it was like something else when the lights turned red, and then it was like another thing different. It was like a different thing when the lights turned yellow, and it was kind of really cool, especially because like the floor was carpet with stripes of blue, red, and yellow, but then in certain lighting, like the yellow looked green or the red looked brown. I think it was a really cool room. And then a couple rooms we didn't see because apparently Meow Wolf will hold concerts, and there was a band very loudly doing a sound check. And so we avoided a couple rooms because it was so close to the stage that it was just hurting all of our ears. But there were, I think it says online, there's like over like 70 rooms. It took us 2 hours to get through it all, but it was pretty neat. There was also this one there's this one spot. It was a very odd spot because it was like this dome, and on the outside, the dome had like fake constellations. I'm like, that's pretty neat. And then we found an opening where you can go in the dome. And we're like, ooh, we can go inside the constellations. And it wasn't a room of constellations. It was a room with different eyes. There were like a whole bunch of different like eyeballs. Like animal eyeballs. Lining the entire like roof and walls. And there were like lights behind each. So like they would take turns like brightening and then dimming. And it was just a very odd room and not what I was expecting. I think one of the other rooms that I thought was really cool was there's like a kitchen setting, but then like it was like a kitchen setting, but then they painted it in a way that it looked all black and white cartoony, and it was really neat. 'Cause I've seen like videos of people doing that with like cakes and stuff, but doing it in person and on like an entire room, it was pretty interesting. So Meowth was really cool, despite the fact that it was super loud and there were a lot of people. But that was to be expected. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I forgot. So in the Constellation Dome, part of it was like up against a wall, and if you go like under, like, so part of it was against a wall, but then there was like a little crevice you could like just walk into near the wall. So if you walk into there, so then you're like kind of like in this corner. There was like a screen. There was like a TV screen playing the weirdest video. It was like, all I remember was there was like a macaw parrot, and the macaw parrot was like just spinning, but then it got hit by, but then like a car came and like moved the parrot out of the way, and then the car started spinning. And it was just so random that I was like kind of laughing, and I was like, hey guys, you should come check this out, because this is like really odd and random. And then my sister was like, oh, I don't think it's anything special. Like, I think it's odd, but I don't think it's like laugh out loud anything. And I went in, and it was like not nearly as like random. It was like just like a colorful ball just moving. I don't know. It was a very weird spot, and I'm not sure why that TV screen was there. I guess simply just in case some people were like, ooh, I want to check out like every secret this place has, and then goes to those. Because the only reason we went in that little crevice was because someone next to me was like, oh yeah, and if you go like in there, like there's something in there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went and checked it out. It was very odd. But Meowth was pretty cool. I want to go to the one in Vegas that has Omega Mart and buy something from Omega Mart. Like, I feel like I'm curious if Omega Mart is like overrated or not, because it seems to be like the biggest, like most well-known Meowth thing. And I've seen like pictures, and it does in fact look like pretty funny. Where's this? Why are you not? Wait, you're done. What's not done? I thought something was not done. Oh, you're not done. But I've seen like pictures of it, and it looks funny, but I'm curious if it's like overhyped or not. It seems really funny. Ah, here it is. But Omega Mart, which I don't know if you're familiar with, but Omega Mart is like this, it's this like store, but then all the items have weird names. They're like kind of like funny, like satirical, I think, kind of names. But it's like actual products you can eat. Like my aunt and uncle went there sometime like last year and got my grandma some like things from there, like some cereal from there. Hold on, I gotta look up like examples for this, because I can't remember any off the top of my head, but they're kind of funny. Let's see. Omega Mart products. Let me just see if I can find a video with like good, not a video, a picture with a good example of it. Okay. You can change this. Bro. I don't know why my Google's not. Okay, we're adding a new add. Add display capture. There. So like a Mega Mart, like I don't know what that says. Let's see. What else? Where's something funny? It's kind of cool. Ramen notes. They have like just these like kind of tacky. I want to find like there was like here we go. Who told you this was butter? Do not eat. And it's an air freshener. But it looks like just stuff like that where it's just kind of like random. I guess it just seems kind of funny. I'm trying to remember what else there was. I think the Who Told You This Was Butter is the one I remember the most. My grandma got like Coworkos or something, like it was Cheerios. It had some play on like coworkers or colleagues or something in the name, and then it had all these like old people on the cover, and the back said something about like when you're done with your coworkers or done with, I don't know, something like that, like about how they annoy you. It was interesting. But I think Omega Mart would be cool just to walk around. It all looks way too pricey to actually buy. But I think just walking around and looking at everything would be funny. So that was Meow Wolf. That was Monday. Monday night we drove to Albuquerque. So then we spent Tuesday and Wednesday morning in Albuquerque. And that was interesting. We went to this hands-on science museum called Explora. And that was pretty neat. It was actually a really cool museum. It was it was just like a whole bunch of hands-on things. And actually, as far as like informative and educational, it was fairly minimal because you just spent the whole time, you didn't want to read, you just wanted to spend the whole time just playing with whatever toys was right in front of you. But there was like a bubble section. I think that's where we went first, was the bubble section. And they had these like little plastic tubes that you could connect into like geometric shapes and then make like geometric bubbles. And I tried really, really hard to make like a triangular prism. But all the pieces were like stretched out and none of the connectors were like staying in the tube. So that was really annoying. And after trying for a good 15 minutes, I think I just like gave up and I was like, okay, too hard. it's not wanting to work. But they had this really cool one thing where, they had just like this tiny stand next to it talking about like some guy who rode a tightrope above. I haven't checked and see what game sounds like are. Okay. It's one guy who like rode a bike on a tightrope and like how that worked, because you use like a counterweight to help keep the bike balanced. And so in order to demonstrate that, they actually had a bike on the steel cable that you could ride backwards and forwards on. They like put you in a harness and you're like, okay, just ride the bike. And I'm like, oh, okay. And that was like I think they said it was like 2 stories in the sky, 2 stories up. And they didn't have like a floor. So the people on the bottom floor could see you and just like watch you go back and forth on this steel cable on this bike. It was pretty terrifying the first time, but it wasn't as bad. When I was going on there, my first thought was like, do I remember how to ride a bike well enough that this system that's supposed to like be safe for like 8-year-olds is still gonna like hold up? But it was just fine. It took a minute, but it took a minute to be confident enough to balance, because for some reason at the very beginning, as you were biking away from the platform, it was significantly less steady than like when you were out on the rope. But both my brothers rode it all the way to the very end. I think I got like almost to the, no, I think I did get to the end too. Like when the first time, I think I went like halfway along the rope that they had, but then the second time, I think I did the whole thing. But that was kind of interesting. That was kind of cool and also very scary. Can you get... Am I gonna like actually need a ladder for this? That's gonna be super annoying to get. Let's jump over here. Let's do this roof. What else is there? They had this elevator. Which, like, if you think of like an IKEA elevator where it's like this super big elevator, my mom was like, why on earth is their elevator so like ginormous? But then it opens up and there's like an entire lounge in there. Like they had a sofa and then like another like couch chair. And then there's also like a grand piano, not a grand piano, the like smaller version of a grand piano, where it's just like upright piano. That's what I'm thinking. They had like an upright piano in there, which was super broken. Like none of the keys worked. Like it wasn't like, oh, it's fake. It's like, no, this is a legit piano. It's just if you looked at the keys, they were like all super uneven and it was just super broken. But then they had like couches and a piano, and then they also had like a coffee table that was like had lights on it, and if you put your hand underneath, it was called like a light cell table or something, but it was this table with all these like hexagon lights, so then if you put your hand underneath, then like those hexagons would turn black, so you could just kind of like play with the lights. So that was a fun elevator. Trying to think if there's anything else cool. I think one of the things I liked the most in there was they had a sound section, like talking about sound, and they had a keyboard set up. And with the keyboard, if you were sitting on the bench with your back against the bench, and then you pressed a key on the keyboard, it like played the vibration of the keyboard. It like played the vibration of the note in the bench, so then it would like shake you. You would like feel the vibration of the note. And it was really interesting because if you were in like the higher like probably third of the keyboard, you could actually hear the note even though there wasn't any notes playing. It was just the vibration. So that was really interesting, with like the vibrations being high enough that you can actually hear the vibration even though there's no sound actually being played. So that was really cool. I got to freak my mom out with that because I was like, hey mom, check this out. Have your back against the bench and place a key. And then she jumped. And that was fun. Oh, I fell off. So that was a very cool... I want to work on this actually. Removing you. No, wrong. Removing you. Can I drop you? How do I put you back? Okay, I think we just gotta... I can't place things, apparently. We're just gonna put you here. I want to work on this. But that was a very cool place. I'm trying to think if there were any other, like, cool stations. Outside the bubbles, they had all these, like, wooden puzzles. Like, they had... like, it was a bunch of, like, here are these 4 blocks. And fit these 4 blocks in these, like, 3 different boxes. But the boxes were, like, different shapes, and you're supposed to move the 4 blocks. They were like odd shaped blocks. You're supposed to like fit them in a way, like it was a bunch of like logic puzzles like that, and I tried a couple, and I really like logic puzzles except for the fact that I don't really like them because they're really frustrating. I get super like overconfident. I'm like, this will be a breeze, like I've done this before, like this is like what my brain has been trained for. And then I just like, and then like my siblings will all figure it out before I will. So those were fun. I think I spent a probably good like half an hour just on one alone. I'm trying to think if I think that was pretty much it as far as like cool things at that museum. Then we went to Old Town Albuquerque, which is just like this place with all these shops. And we went in this glass blowing shop, and glass blowing's really cool to watch First we just walked around, but then the lady was like, "Oh hey, if you're still here in like half an hour, we're setting up the hot shop and you can come like watch a demo." And we're like, that would be sick. So we were visiting the other shops that were like next door to it. There's like a rock shop and that was neat. And then we went back and watched this guy make a duck out of glass. And that was pretty fun. Glass blowing is quite fun. My jewelry teacher actually for class on Monday, she just turned on glass blowing and she's like, "This is close enough related to jewelry and I don't want to do anything, so watch this." And we're like, sweet. Glass blowing is really cool. I used to watch glass blowing videos all the time on YouTube. I think it would be cool to learn, except it also sounds very difficult. Sounds very difficult and sounds expensive and sounds like I would be way too nervous about messing something up and then wasting materials. but like, yeah, it's pretty neat. What else did we do? We went to, oh yeah, so when I was saying there was like the puzzles at the Explora, the museum thing, they all came from this one shop that came from Old Town Albuquerque. So we went to that shop and they had all these like wooden puzzles and then they had some games. So we bought a peg jump game, which is like with like the triangles and the pegs and you gotta jump the pegs until you have one left. They had that there, except it was like 6 rows instead of 5 rows. So we got that, and I think 2 of my siblings have been able to figure it out. I have not yet, but I haven't really been trying. And then we got this other game. It's called like Shut the Box or something, but it's like you roll dice and then you have these like wooden, you have these like I don't know what to call them, like doors? Something like that, like numbers. And from like 1 to 10, and you got to add up the dice any way you want to, and then get rid of those numbers. So you try to get rid of all the numbers. You like flip up the numbers and you try to get rid of all the numbers on the thing. But you can do like if you roll like a 6, you could do like, you can get rid of 6, or if you don't have a 6, or if you don't want to get rid of your 6, you could also do like 1, 2, and 3, or like 4 and 2, or stuff like that. It's quite fun. But they had all these, they had this one puzzle. It was called like a infinity puzzle, I think. It was of a galaxy. But it was a puzzle with like very odd shapes. And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, the way that's supposed to work is you're supposed to like, it's supposed to work so like the puzzle continues, so like the bottom of the puzzle can connect to the top of the puzzle. So you can like just like you can basically build the puzzle like from any, you can build the puzzle starting with like any piece and just like any view of the puzzle, like the puzzle." So that was pretty neat. I would have totally gotten it if it wasn't like over $100. But it seemed very neat. It was also like, I think it was actually only like 250 pieces or something like that. But it still seemed very difficult since there was technically no like rim to the puzzle. But that shop was very neat. And then Wednesday, I think we just went to a couple more shops, mostly jewelry shops, which I was like, I'm just so done being around people. I want to go home. But we went to a couple jewelry shops because my sister and mom wanted to. And then we went home. So that was a fun couple days. And now, I don't know what to talk about. I am not completing this entire, it's 4:12. I am not completing this entire house in 15 minutes. Nope. Okay, I know other cool things have happened recently. I'm just trying to remember what they were. I've been watching, my sister and I have been watching a lot of videos of like people and their birds, because my sister really wants a macaw, And I'm like, yeah, birds are neat too. Like, she's very much more into them. But I'm always down to watch some bird videos and go bird watching. But I don't know if you've seen the people, Apollo and Friends. It's this couple with an African gray macaw, and they're teaching the caw like how to identify things, and like the macaw can, like Apollo, which is the name of the macaw, can like say the color of something, can identify like the color of something or like what something is made of. Like, I think so far it's just like paper, metal, glass, wood. But I know that the owners are trying to teach him other things too. But he's very fun to watch because he very much likes to talk, and watching videos of him just like talking, it's very fun. Okay, where are you hiding from me? You're still there. I've also been reading quite a bit of webtoon at the moment. My friend introduced me to this one webtoon called Jackson's Diary about forever ago? I don't know. It's been a while. Oh, you count all of this as railing. But I finally, not yesterday, like Sunday, I think, was like, yeah, okay, I'll try it out. I feel like trying out a new webcomic. And it's very neat, and I highly recommend Jackson's Diary on Webtoon. It was very cool. And I am very impatiently waiting for the next episode. There are like 3 available to use for coins. But I know if I use my coins to get the episodes, I'm either gonna have to wait forever for the episodes I haven't seen yet. Like, wait even longer, like wait 3 weeks instead of just like a couple days for one more episode. Unless I want to just like keep spending coins. So I'm just patiently waiting. But it's very cool. It's about this guy who moves to a new school and realizes that these like magical weird things start happening. And then there's like romance in it too, and it's a very good comic. And I'm sad now that I'm caught up trying to find other comics that will capture me the same way. It's always the difficult part. I want this railing to be done. How much of this are you counting as railing? Oh, I gotta do this part too. I think I'll finish this railing and then call it good. I haven't decided what I want to do for Saturday's stream yet. I have not decided. I want to do something, but I don't know what. Also, I'm thinking about moving my streaming spot in a way that I can add a face cam, because I kind of want to add a face cam. I was very against adding a face cam when I started streaming, because I was like, no, that's just another thing I'm going to have to like prepare and make sure I have ready before I start streaming. Because I thought a lot of what was going to keep me from streaming is just, it's a lot to set up. But I think but I've like come up with strategies so I can it doesn't take too much effort to actually stream. Because that's often a lot of times the thing that, like, I've tried doing YouTube so many times, like countless times. I think I've started a new channel probably 4 or 5 times. But I just would never upload because it would always take so much effort and like so much remembering to like actually get videos in. Whereas streaming, I just open my computer and play games because I already play games. It's just now I'm doing it with people. So I want to do a face cam, but set it up in a way that it's gonna be something similar, like hopefully somewhere where it's not too much and there's not too much in the background, so I don't really have to worry too much about people walking behind me or the room staying like super clean, stuff like that. So I'm looking into doing stuff for that. I think I have a couple spots in mind, but the thing is, I also have in the room I'm currently in, I also have like all my instruments. And I like keeping my computer with my instruments so that it's easier. I like having a setup with all my instruments. I feel like it kind of just keeping all my stuff in like one room. I think it's very nice, and the preferred option, because not all my instruments are gonna fit in my room. There's no way I'm fitting an entire drum set in my room. But okay, what do you still need for a railing? Oh, over here. But I may just have to live without having my instruments with the same room as my video stuff. Do you hear the weird rumbling noise? So this does mean detached house, as in like houses falling apart? I have a feeling that's what it means, because I can't really think of any other meaning, but also that's just a really weird meaning. I should play drums more. I've had my drum set for like almost a year at this point, and I've barely touched it. Because it's such a different way of thinking than the rest of the instruments I play, that it's very difficult. It may actually be an instrument that I'll want to like get lessons for, which I have not been like, yeah, I think I need lessons since I started playing violin in 4th grade. Normally I'm like, oh, yeah, I can pick up an instrument without lessons. But drums is such a different way of thinking and a different way of playing that in order to like actually get decent at in a like fairly decent amount of time, I may actually start looking for lessons. Because I very much want to play the drums and know how to play the drums. I've wanted to for like, I don't know how long it's been. I think like 4th grade probably. Maybe. Oh wait, that seems long. I don't know. Somewhere around there. I've wanted to play the drums for a while. But and I actually have a drum set. I think part of it also is that my drums are very out of tune. So if I hit something, it doesn't sound good. But apparently my uncle plays drums. So my mom was like, yeah, why don't you just ask your uncle to like help you tune? I'm like, because I didn't know that was a thing I could do. So, yeah, I want my drums to sound nice. That would definitely help with playing, is if they actually sound good when I try. I bought a tuner, but the tuner like gives ranges for what the notes should be. But then it's not really like these ranges work the best together. It's more like this is what you can tune this instrument to be for it to be like pretty decent. And I was looking at, I was like, I know there's guides online, but I didn't realize that the guides online measure the tension differently than the tuner I got. Because the tuner I got measures in like, I don't know how it measures. It measures like the tension in some other way. I think like all the guides online measure in like hertz, and my tuner more measures like the pressure rather than like the sound it's playing, or not the pressure, the like tension rather than the sound it's playing. So it's very difficult. So I don't think there's really too much of it. I mean, I guess I haven't really like looked. But I would very much like to have my drums sound nice, especially since I'm on the Bears and Trees Patreon and George has been posting drum tutorials, and I want to play them, but then it just doesn't sound good, and so I get discouraged very easily trying to play them. Yeah, fun stuff. Alright, I'm gonna finish this and then probably call it good. This railing is so picky. What do you want from me, railing? Okay, got that post. Can we get this post? Got that post. That was a lot of dirt that was still on there, but alright. Sweet. Okay, cool. We got some of it done. Alright, well, thank you everyone for watching. Let me see if any... Oh, Elliot just went live. So maybe I'll send you over to Elliot. Did not know Maggie's still playing. Where is... Oh, yes. Alright. Let's send you over to Elliot, because that would be... Raid. Elliot is weird. I can't spell weird, by the way. I like keep struggling how to spell weird. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. Elliot is currently playing Minecraft. Whoa, who would have guessed? Alright, see you later. Bye.